Me and Lisa, we had got together and we were just married only a month. We got married within a month of each other. And it was one of those cases where when you know, you know. And some people don't believe in that, but it is. They say the first year of marriage is the hardest, but for me and her, it was actually the easiest. It was the best, I guess you could say. But yeah, we was married for about 2.5 years before she had even picked up a drug or anything, so yeah. What got her started even in any of this on the pills was she went to the doctor to get help, and she was taking the pain pills. It was taking the pain away. It felt better. So she kept doing it. Well, then that ran out. Guess what? The only thing left is something even stronger and worse. She tried it for the first time, and that was it. That's when later on it started to progress, because for a very long time, I didn't notice it. I don't know if in my head I didn't notice it. I don't know if it was one of those things where I did notice it, but I didn't, want to tell myself that. But for a while, she was good at hiding it. And like I said, things just started to get worse. She would be gone all hours of the night. There was times where she would leave in the middle of the night and she was hanging out with her drug dealer a lot more. She would lie to me. I'd catch her up in lies. But at the same time, it wasn't all her fault. I was sitting there and letting this happen. Like I said, I was trying to do little things to keep my mind off of it, to tell myself, I don't want to lose my family. Maybe I should just let this play out to see how it is. And it didn't. It just got worse. I was so upset with myself. I was so upset with her. And I called my dad and I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I got to get out. This is it. I'm done. I need you to come pick me up. My dad lives in Buchanan, so he had to drive an hour and 45 minutes to come get me. So I call him and I tell him what's going on. And he says, okay, I'll be there in the morning to get you. And then that was kind of where I had really no contact with her. Even though we were separated, I was still worried about her. What's going to happen? It was probably 2 or 3 months we had been separated. She was doing her thing, I was doing mine. And I get up for work and I get a text on my phone from some random person I didn't even know that was like, hey, your wife got beat up. And I'm like, what the heck? So I get a call from this person. So I talked to her, I'm like, well, where's she at now? She says she's right here. So I talked to her and asked her what happened. She told me everything that happened. And she said, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. Will you come home? And I said, I'm not coming home unless you are 100% done and you get into rehab. I said, because I'm not coming home and going through all this again and running to your aid just because you're in a bad spot. So she told me she was done. I was like, okay, you call, tell your brother, you want to get help, you want to get clean, you want to get done with this, and we'll go from there. I was upset that everything had happened, but I was happy that there was a possibility that I had my wife back, you know what I mean? So if there is someone, whether it be a brother, a sister, a mother, a daughter, or whatever, I think the biggest thing that I think you can do for someone is, one, be the biggest support system that you can, and two, even if you think it's the dumbest sign, try to catch stuff early, because I feel like if you catch things early, you can avoid bigger issues. Don't think that, okay, well, I'll be the support system, I'll get them help. No, until they're ready to go to rehab and get help, they're not gonna ever be ready. Like, you can put somebody in rehab and detox 1,000 times. It's not gonna be easy for them. It's not. It wasn't easy for Lisa. But if they have somebody in their corner that's gonna be there, so when they are ready to get help, that'll go a long way.